joining us. It's the NBA. We've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. Morris passes to Zubac. Shot clock at 6. Ooh, had a nice open look right there.
And more, it should just sink in that Paul George is one of the most accurate three-point shooters in the league.
From deep, Morant sinks it from distance.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Wall, no good. The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brent.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 20.
Oh, man!
Oh!
Yeah, an electric player. Morant just bouncing off the contact and finishing on the drive.
Here's Wall. The Grizzlies pull it in. Outside Morant. Pass to Bain. On the wing, Brooks. Now Morant. Brooks outside. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And stolen by Leonard. And here's Wall. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Ja Morant picks one up.
What an effort from Wall on the play, refusing to let the foul stop him from taking the shot.
And so Wall nails them both. Here's Morant. He's got 5. And he drives in. They get it back. And yep, it's good.
Adams just continuing to grind it out. Outstanding staying after that possession. And then he grabs a second chance deuce.
Wall, the pass to George. The 3-ball. Man, basket's good with the assist from Wall. George has got 6.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Outside Morant. On the take, Morant with the slam!
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Wall against Morant. Elbow shot. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Now here's Morant. He's got 7. Pass to Bain. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Among the best passers in the league, Morant finds open teammates.
2 minutes remaining.
To the paint. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
The 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
You think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover.
At VA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team. Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
And then Morant with the dunk.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
George passes to Zubac. Outside Wall. 5 to shoot. And he lobs it up top. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Takes a 3. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. George's shot is off.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Outside Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Zubac screen. Leonard for three. No good that time. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Brooks. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And Morant is a natural leader. Someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Here's George. Give him 8 points now. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. Pulls up. Can't nail the jumper. Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Grizzlies up 4. And we'll be back shortly. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Well, in the early goings, the mid-range shot has also been working well for them. They've been racking up some points off of those jumpers, and those are probably being invited.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the 1. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. Here's Wall. The teardrop. The Grizzlies pull it in.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
It's stolen by Wall. George against Bain. George outside. Drives to the hoop. He can't get it to go. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And just a crafty move to get free for the dunk.
Yeah, he's not just trying to score. He's trying to embarrass someone. The 3, George knocks it down from distance. George has got 11.
What's the pick used for? It's used for separation. Paul George got it there.
Pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. Down low. And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
And being that Wall as a point guard, it's his responsibility to facilitate. Just a terrific dime right there. And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman. Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Ball with it. He's picked up by Bain. Pass to Zubac. To the paint. Oh, stolen by Morant. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Leonard's shot's good.
Already such a complete offensive player, yet every year Kawhi Leonard develops his handle just a little bit more.
Outside Morant. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Brent at the center position. It does feel like we're seeing a re-emergence of the big man, the traditional 5.
Yeah, BA, I think it comes down to whether or not you have one or not. I mean, there are teams that just don't have the bruising big that can go down into the post and dominate possessions to slow things down and get to the paint. Other teams are electing to want to play faster and with more skill. So it comes down to how a team wants to set their roster up as to whether or not the traditional 5 is part of your action.
Oh, nice shot by Morris.
Smart play from PG. Just sees a man with a better shot and gets him the rock.
Outside Morant. Pass to Adams. Outside Morant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
And Morant drops them both.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Morant against Wall. Kicks it to George. Pass to Morris. From deep three-point range. Brooks with the rebound.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
Here's George. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Steven Adams.
Well, height and length at that position for Paul George, that's problematic for a defender, and he used his size to draw the foul that time.
George hits them both. And we've got 28 seconds left in the second quarter. Outside Morant. On the clock. And George with some nice D. Wall, he's open. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one. Well, these teams.
The previous play is under
The room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got it off in time.
A tough call to make in real time. I mean, good thing they can go and slow it down and look at it again, because this is so important.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So the replay was conclusive. Call overturned. Grant, that one's going to count.
And BA.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. We'll be right back after this word. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
He took a head-on approach in the first half, going straight at the D and drawing fouls.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. They've got Tyus Jones. He's out there with John Conchar. Danny Green is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Williams in at the power forward position. Here's Batum. Can't get it to fall. Memphis leading. Clark outside. Pass to Conchar. Back to Clark. Oh, great D that time from Powell. Los Angeles has got 5 of 7 threes to drop here tonight. Here's Kennard. Offline with a 3. And the Grizzlies shooting has been ridiculous. 75% in this game. Outside for Green. From behind the arc. Covington over to help. Outside Jones. Goes back up. He can't get that one to fall. The Clippers go the other way with it.
I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
And Covington, here we go. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Covington. Jackson outside. Kennard against Green. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, B.A., you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden, the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
Time called here. The Grizzlies decide to talk it over.
Come on now.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now.
Here we go, fans. Let's get loud. For your
Outside Jones. And the three off target. Los Angeles has gotten 6 of 10 three-pointers to drop. Powell passes to Covington. Here's Kennard. From deep. Conchar pulls it in. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Back to Williams. Oh, Covington with a block.
Covington's aggressive defense is going to pay off, and that time it did.
Kennard finds Covington. Now here's Jackson. Back to Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
Great use of the bounce pass. Thumbs down on that one. Tough to defend against.
Outside Jones. Pass to Williams.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
On the wing, Conchar. No good from outside. The Clippers trail. There's Jackson with the three. Clark grabs the board. Here's Conchar. Powell covers. And the foul called on Nick Batum. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Conchar. And another miss by Memphis. Los Angeles has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Here's Kennard. Out to Powell. Back to Kennard. This for the tie. They grab their own miss. Jackson for three. Gets the three to fall. It's a tie ball game.
He's a confident guy, and he's got a solid three-point shot, so Jackson rises and fires.
Timeout call, Memphis. So Memphis ends up going with a new group. 1:10 left in the third.
Substitution on
Outside
court.
Morant. Tries to snap the cold streak. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. And it's a completely new group for the Clippers.
To the Grizzlies. Jump.
Los Angeles has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Ball against Morant. George for three. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall. Wall's got 5 assists in the game.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
For the lead. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
It's just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found the comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Memphis trailing here. Outside Morant. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
John Morant. Shooting 2.
And he can't hit the second.
Unusual for him. He'd been in a groove from the line.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. George with another miss. Memphis has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Here's Jackson. Banked it in off the glass.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
Jackson's got his second basket of the game.
Finishing through contact. Jackson showing why a 6'11" guy with real shooting ability is so dangerous.
Here's Wall. No good on the buzzer beater. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game.
43.
The Clippers on.
And your Clippers, Houston
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Morris can't hit. Morris is gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Here's Morant, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to go on Paul George.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And Morant drops them both. Here's Wall. Out to Leonard. George passes to Leonard. Back to George. Uses the glass to finish the layup. George has got 21 points in the game.
So good, so experienced. Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
Morant against George. The 3 from Bain. Counted from distance.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Pass to George. Into the lane. Second chance shot. Zubac passes to George. Over Bain. Clock at 6. Second chance effort. And Wall with the layup.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Outside Bain. The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard on the wing. Brooks defending. Here's Zubats. Here's Morris. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper. And the Clippers lead by 2. Well, the Grizzlies' shooting has been great this game. 58%. Outside Morant. Jackson on the wing. Back to Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Can you say prime time player? Morant, he enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Wall, the pass to George. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall. Wall's got 6 assists in the game.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Here's Morant. It goes. He's 10 for 13. So much confidence.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Morris, a screen on Brooks. And he's going. And no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge. Make them take another look at the call.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed.
The previous play is
No doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the
1:43 left in the fourth. Pass to Bain for 3. Fires in the triple. And now a 3-point Memphis lead.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Here's Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
Getting up and finishing with muscle. Love seeing Wall attack the basket with ferocity.
George. The three from Bane. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Bane's got 9 points here in the second half.
During this final quarter, he's erupted from outside the arc. Just assume every three he takes now is going in.
Here's George. Here he goes. And that one drops.
Well, your best players want to take on the burden come clutch time, and Paul George carrying the weight right now.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far from Memphis?
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling it from distance, getting all the looks they want and continuing to take advantage of that three-point line.
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Here's Leonard.
Yeah! And who do you call when you need a big bucket for this team more and more? It's Kawhi.
They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
Outside Morant. Morant drawing the double team. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The three from Bane. Keeps it alive. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they aren't over the limit yet.
Bane against George. Count it!
Well, Paul George can play in the supportive role, and then he could do things like that where he just decides to take over.
Now Bane, and they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
Long range from the inbound. Can't connect. And so the big win by Memphis in a tight game. And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt about it.
it'd be a battle of the backcourts, and you know something about that. Who did you, when you played, love to face and play against?
Well, two of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players was Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen.
Oh, my goodness!
Did you see
what a play?
Unbelievable.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Here's Morant, and he goes right over to Angelo Russell and slams it down.
As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
And here's Russell outside Towns. Out to Russell. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Russell with it. 6 on the shot clock. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Morant. It's good.
Cognizant of the entire court. Russell aware of where the defenders are and really does a great job creating opportunities.
Morant with it. Russell.
Oh, okay.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Smitty with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the injury front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games.
Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Great vision by John Morant has the passing talent to average double-digit assists.
Now the pass to Towns, and he drives in, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And Towns drops them both.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to get to the line.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Adams in the corner, down low, and Jackson throws it down hard.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
Now Russell. He dishes it to Gobert. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
To the inside. It's stolen by Adams.
Right idea, wrong execution. They were looking to get a high percentage shot inside, but the pass was too late.
On the wing, Brooks. Adams with the screen on Prince. And here's Brooks from outside. They get it back, and Adams with the slam.
Can't teach size and strength. Once Adams gets position, you're not rooting him out of there.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, a bit ago, Taylor Jenkins and I were able to chat. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get and let their big men go to work.
Thank you, David. Kicks it out to Prince. Outside, Russell. From deep. And that's Prince. That time on the assist by Russell.
When Prince gets it clicking from the perimeter, gets his confidence going, the entire offense benefits.
Morant against Russell. Morant passes to Adams. Out to Morant. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Edwards over to the left wing. Towns finds Edwards. Prince outside. Back to Edwards. Prince outside. Fires the three. He's off on that one. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Morant. Memphis moving that ball around. Edwards against Bain. Jackson kicks to Bain. Pulls from the top of the key. Here's Adams. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Inside, Steven Adams is always ready for battle. Getting the shot off to swipe the foul.
And he sinks the second. 8 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside, Towns. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. At the end of one, a closer can...
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game. That's been pretty close here so far. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. Pass to Prince. Driving to the basket. Oh, he misses the dunk.
And he's going to have a hard time shaking off that.
Ooh, love it, love it. Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. Ja Morant has people on skates.
The kick out to Towns. And there's the goal on Karl Anthony Towns. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And Adams has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
I need a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Out to Russell. Back to Prince. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Prince has got 6 points.
Prince has gotten better at creating his own shot, but the catch-and-shoot game is still his specialty.
Morant surveying the D. Outside for Jackson. And it's off from 3-point range. Timberwolves trail by 6. Prince, the pass to Edwards. Hey, Steve, you've won an NBA title, but also you've got some gold medal memories. How does it compare, winning for a city versus representing and winning for your country?
Kevin, both incredibly proud moments. Winning an NBA title is awesome, but also winning a gold medal for your country. You said it, it's representing your country. It was a dream come true. To succeed in this league, you can never be satisfied. It's a certain mentality, and Prince has that.
Now here's Morant. He's got 11. Brooks kicks to Bain. Launches it. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Russell against Morant. Edwards dishes to Russell. Shot clock at 5. Here's Towns. That one off the back iron and out.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Out to Brooks. Jacks up a 3. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, Brooks prefers to shoot his threes head on, but he has the stroke to make the short corner shot.
Russell finds Edwards. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Boy, if Morant's going to hit from there, I don't know how you guard him.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
And Adams sends it back. Russell against Morant. There's 1:17 left to play in the first half. And the rejection by Towns.
Rejected by Towns. I mean, he's become a great shot blocker.
And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. If you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer.
Outside, Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 5th assist in this one.
And never lacking confidence from deep. Some big men have to develop that confidence. Towns has always had it.
Gobert pulls it in.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
Towns kicks to Prince. There's the dish to Gobert. Can't connect from short range.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Adams with the screen on Russell. Left side, Bain. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Efficient from range. Desmond came into the league with a sharp three-point shot.
Deep, 2 from Russell. John Morant has been leading the charge, guys.
Your Grizzlies, 32. The Timberwolves, 19.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Guys, John Morant has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Williams is out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Jones. Then it's Green. And it's Conchar into the 2-guard spot. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. Anderson passes to Noel. Swiped away. Here's Green. Inside. The 3. The shot will not fall. And Minnesota now the other way. Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan, though. There's plenty of time to get back in it.
Williams, good on the shot.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Here's Anderson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Not explosive at all. Kyle Anderson is crafty. Nice play to draw the foul.
Both shots good from the stripe. And the Grizzlies leading by 16. Outside, Jones. A 3-ball. Rebound, Minnesota.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Outside, Green. Back to Jones. Tries it from the top of the key. It's hauled in by Noel.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Anderson with the ball. Guarded now by Clark. Shot left block. No good there. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Lobbed up there for Clark. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you. Oh, here comes Williams all alone. The rebound by Anderson. Timberwolves trail by 18. Noel passes to McDaniels. And that one is good. McDaniels got his first 2 points. Here's Jones.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
1:57 left to play in the third. Pass to Conchaw. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And rebounded by McDaniels.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
And that one drops.
Working off contact is something Anderson does extremely well, and he does it a lot.
Outside, Green. And another miss by Memphis. Timberwolves trail by 14. McDaniels in the post. Guarded by Green. And Anderson kicks to Reed. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Grizzlies. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. From deep. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's McLaughlin. The three-pointer, no good.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
And here's Green outside. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Grizzlies lead by 16.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Anderson passes to Reed. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Out left to the wing. Back to Jones. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Memphis with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead, 16 points.
Please give a big round of applause.
How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on his heels.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. McDaniels is out there with Anderson. Then there's Reed. And it's Noel in at the shooting guard.
Substitution on the court.
And here's Russell. Dishes to Towns. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Towns has got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Timberwolves. Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Concho. Three-pointer. Unable to get that one. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Kicks it out to Prince. Outside Edwards. Driving inside. And he slams it down right on top of Brandon Clark.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game. Ja Morant.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks. And a wide open look for Bain. And he gets it back. Brooks from outside. Tries yet again. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. From deep, Prince. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Morant with a wide open look. Wide open shot is on the money.
Smooth shot from Ja Morant. Coach has to love that confident play.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Towns kicks to Russell. Out to Edwards. 6 to shoot. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Edwards got 7 points for the quarter.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
Outside Jackson. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And the Grizzlies lead by 12.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Out to Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
A shot off that time. Great D that time from Bain. A 3 from Morant. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Edwards with it. Guarded now by Jackson. There's the lob to Towns. No good on that one.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Out to Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Three-pointer, Brooks. Bain, great positioning on the putback.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Outside, Russell. Towns in the corner. Prince outside. And too long on the shot.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Outside, Bain. There's 18 seconds left in the game. Brooks right side. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Here is Russell. Edwards looking it over. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it.
here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purists.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the 1 spot. Here's Prince. Here's Towns. Out to the wing. Gobert against George. Shakes him. And Gobert with the stuff.
This is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
Here's Wall. Kicks it to George. Leonard outside. The 3. Offensive board. Zubats. Here's Wall. And he buries his first look.
An effective score from the mid-range. Wall looking assertive, pulling up from that area. It's always fun seeing the electric John Wall at the point. I mean, he's got a skill set really suited to running a high-speed NBA offense.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Prince. Just 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. The shot by Towns, no good. And teams have to tailor their defense knowing that Wall is going to be running the break.
Well, the thing that makes Wall special to me, BA, is his blow-by ability. His speed, his passing, his decision-making combined. But it's that blow-by ability that sets him apart when he's healthy.
Here's Edwards. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Outside Russell. Stolen by Wall. It's tipped. Leaps for it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. Russell against Wall. Out to Leonard. Russell against Wall. Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Russell with the ball. Guarded now by George. Just 4 to shoot. Edwards can't hit. The Clippers in the lead. Outside Wall. And he lobs it up to the rim. Out of bounds. The Timberwolves will take it.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 for 3 so far. Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there that thunderous slam.
Leonard outside. Into the lane. Can't get it to drop. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. 1:46 left in the first. Towns finds Edwards. Now Gobert. George defending. Now here's Towns. Back to Gobert. Zubats with the steal. George outside. And George with the jam.
Slam dunk city, Paul George. With the big-time throwdown there.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Now here's Towns. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Basket counts.
You know, this is exactly why they give the ball to Towns down there. I mean, his combination of size, agility, and shot repertoire makes him hard to deal with.
Morris, a screen on Edwards. Here's George. The kick out to Wall. Back to Morris. Rebound Minnesota.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And it's powered home by Towns.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Wall, the pass to Morris. 24 seconds left in the first quarter here. Wall, no good.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
But, you know, I hear you. That's a good look. But when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Edwards. The three is up. And it's Towns penetrating. Uses the glass on the layup. Towns has got 6.
I think they want Towns to be a little more active like this, using his size and strength to score on the move.
Zubac with a screen on Edwards. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The T-Wolves on top, up 4. And we'll get... Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Minnesota?
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at small forward. So that's the lineup from Minnesota.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Here's Morris. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. For Minnesota, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Here's Towns. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Give him 8 points now.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
It's time to fire off some T-shirts.
And the Clippers with the ball. 8-point game.
It's the First Avenue Breaker.
Here's Wall. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Oh, I love how crafty Wall can be in the paint. Sees an opening and then exploits that opening to get his shot.
Russell against Wall. Pass to Prince. This one for 3. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Prince has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Leonard with the ball. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. They get the rebound. The kick out to Wall. Leonard with the ball. Back to Wall from outside the arc. Connects from downtown.
Quick decision maker. Wall is really good at reading defenses and knowing when to shoot off the catch.
Russell pass to Towns. Left side, Russell. It's stolen by Wall. Leonard up top. George outside. Pass to Zubac. It's blocked by Gobert.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
George, no good. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Prince. Graham's a shooter's league, and we're seeing more and more big men float out to the perimeter and knocking them down.
Well, B.A., the game has evolved, and the shooting, particularly from the bigs, is fantastic. But, you know, I wish the bigs had a little bit more diversity. I don't mind shooting from the perimeter, but every once in a while, go mix it up and take advantage of your size mismatch in the paint.
5 to shoot. George for 3. Drops in the 3. George has got 5.
Able to stretch the floor with his shooting. Paul George takes great pride in knocking down those triples.
Russell to pass to Towns. Outside for Russell. Back to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Towns showing you the quickness and athleticism. They're getting off the floor to throw it down.
Zubac with a screen on Edwards. The kick out to Morris. Back to George. There's the drive, and that comes off the assist by Morris. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Really strong right there. George able to take the contact and muscle it up and in.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
55 seconds left in the first half. George drives in. Leonard outside. 6 to shoot. Back to George. Launches a three. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Takes it inside. The kick out to Edwards. Back to Russell. Pass to Towns. Russell against Wall. Russell to pass to Gobert. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Gobert's got 6.
This is Gobert going to work. I mean, he knows the inside contact can't stop him.
And Leonard, here we go, to the wing on the left. Now Wall. Morris for 3. And that's not gonna go.
Quick and smart. Prince finds all kinds of ways.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The T-Wolves on top. They're up by 5. And we'll be right back after halftime to get... And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what we're seeing from Karl Anthony Towns.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And so in the game for the Clippers, Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. Robert Covington is out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Batum in at the center position.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Rivers is checked in. The Clippers trail. Jackson outside. Out to Covington. Powell outside. Back to Covington. Kennard outside. Drives to the hoop. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Kennard's got his first points in this one. Here's Noel. To the inside. Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Jackson outside. Kicks it out to Kennard. Jackson outside. Kennard on the wing. Batum with a screen on McDaniels. Throws it up high. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Back to Anderson. Pass to Rivers. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
He saw the pass coming a mile away, was perfectly positioned to intercept it. And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Intercepted. On the wing, Rivers. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. He takes it in. Pass to Reed. Tipped.
A capable defensive player. That wingspan of Batum's really an asset in blocking shots. Great idea to pull up and take the transition three there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
And grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A. After dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
McDaniels, that's good.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Jackson, a pass to Batum. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson.
You know, he's become more perimeter oriented over time, but Nick Batum more than capable of scoring inside.
Here's Rivers, defended by Jackson. Back to Rivers. Pass to Reed. Stolen by Jackson. Tipped. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And that's how you defend. Glad we had a chance to see a replay of that block again.
Boy, he is all over that shot. I mean, had it read the whole way, got himself into position, and then was able to make the play.
Powell outside. It's Covington on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Anderson pulls it down. Minnesota in the lead. Noel drives in. And that one's good.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
The Clippers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. To the middle. Kicks it out to Jackson. Back to Batum. They double him with McDaniels. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Noel. The layup off target. Now here's Batum. Guarded closely. Kennard against McDaniels. Out to Covington. Jackson outside. From the wing, he hits the back iron and sinks it.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 3. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Boy, a wicked dunk by Leonard, showing this defense just how explosive he can be.
Outside Edwards. Prince down low. Leonard defending. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Towns. Rebound by the Clippers. Wall, the pass to George. The kick out to Wall. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Gobert against Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone now. It's Edwards on the wing. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Outside Russell. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, I tell you, Russell looking very comfortable taking on aggressive defense and getting the job done. That's good focus on his part.
Edwards against George. Morris, a screen on Edwards. The kick out to Wall. Back to George. That one a little long.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, wasn't able to cash in.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They feel like they have an advantage inside, and so far they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
You've also got to commend them for how they've attacked the basket. They've been aggressive. They've not settled and have consistently gone at the rim.
And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul of the game.
They've been undisciplined defensively, getting themselves into foul trouble far too early.
Russell, the pass to Towns. Shoots it from the high post. Gobert. Great positioning on the putback.
You want to talk about length? Gobert's arms go on forever. A major threat for putback slams.
Morris, a screen on Edwards. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And just one of the most complete players in the game today. George's two-way game and strong leadership traits are reasons why he's a star.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. Pass to Towns. Towns double team. And he can't get that one. Ooh, good work defensively by Morris. And that's an intentional foul.
D'Angelo Russell. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Morris passes to Zubac.
2 minutes.
And that comes off the assist by Morris. Morris has got his 4th assist in this one.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Edwards against George. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Huge bucket from Gobert, answering the call when his team needs it.
Outside Wall. Pass to Morris. George with it. Now Zubac. Back to George. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Russell against Morris. Right side Russell. And the foul called on John Wall. That's foul number 2 for him.
14 foul.
1:11 left in the 4th. Here's Prince. Drills it from deep. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
And you know Prince is feeling it when he takes this shot. Love the confidence.
Leonard with a screen on Edwards. George for 3. He connects. And now they trail by just 4.
And George just has an uncanny knack for providing these kinds of baskets. And he makes it look so easy.
John Wall. Third personal foul. 15 foul.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. And so he drops them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Stellar work at the charity stripe, trying to build out this lead.
Leonard passes to Wall, inside, and stolen by Gobert. There's 37 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Back to Towns. To the wing, right side. The 3 from Russell. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Morris can't hit. Now here's Edwards. Pass to Prince. Ooh, Morris with a steal. To the paint. Here's Leonard. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
Aggressive defense from Towns there, staying all over the shot.
Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for...
matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
If anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1 spot. Now here's Jackson. 3 on the clock, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And I like seeing Jackson use that length on the offensive glass. You don't have to be the most physical guy when you have a wingspan like that.
Wall against Morant. It's stolen. Drives to the hoop and finished off by Morant.
Watching Morant drive is like watching lightning move across the sky. If you blink, you might miss it.
Now here's Wall. Outside, George. Here's the 3. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action. Bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
Now Leonard. Following the 3-point attempt by Dylan Brooks. Morris passes to Wall. He dishes it to Leonard. Stolen by Brooks. Morant against George. And that one's good, Morant.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident, looking to score with the ball.
Now here's Wall. Nobody near George. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. He talked to me about the importance of protecting the rim, challenging opponents at the top of the jump, and making it difficult for them to convert easy baskets. But to have a chance of that, they have to expend energy getting back in transition, which will help close down those driving lanes. You guys will see where their energy lies throughout this game.
Thank you, David.
The explosiveness on the drive. Morant just attacks the D with aggression.
Both free throws good from Morant.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Zubac with the screen for George to the middle. The kick out to Wall. Outside, George. Outside, Leonard. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. George with the bucket.
While he is deliberate, Kawhi Leonard reads the defense and knows when and where to put a pass. That was beautifully done.
Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
Now here's Wall. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Clock at 4, and the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
He must have thought he was a jungle gym the way he was climbing all over his back. Easy call.
Really good job to block out there. This is why you want to go put a body on someone when the shot goes up.
Morant dishes to Jackson. Brooks outside. Leonard with the steal. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. They trail by 1. Fires the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Morant's got 9.
And now That is impressive. It's clear Morant has made the effort to keep expanding his range.
Now, here is George. 8 points for him. And it's Paul George with the finish.
Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
Morant against George. Leonard with the steal. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. From deep three-point range, Wall, good. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Morant outside. There's 10 seconds left in the first. Just 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Brooks for 3. That shot off. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. He got to double it.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Clippers.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard position.
Out in the open court, few defenders can match up with Morant. He's too fast and skilled.
Morant against Wall. Up top, Leonard. Morris outside. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Here's Wall. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Hit 76% from the line a season ago. And most would consider that to be a success.
And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
George against Bane. Pass to Morris. Doesn't go that time. And Memphis the other way now. Brooks left side. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Wall, and the slam dunk by Wall.
Well, the length of Paul George, creating opportunities for his team. He covers an awful lot of ground with that wingspan.
Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
Boy, Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the night's highlight reel. He is what I'd call an elite showman.
Here's Morris. That one, no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Brooks outside. Jackson kicks to Brooks. Jackson a screen on Wall. Payne for 3. And again, Memphis no good. Clippers trail by 4. And the slam dunk by Wall.
Now he has the speed of a track star. Wall devastating, running the transition opportunity.
To the paint. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And the pass to Bain. Morant surveying the D. And he banks in the layup. Morant's got 17.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Here's George. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. 1:29 left now here in the second. Morant finds Bain. George against Morant. Shot clock at 6. Jackson a screen on Wall. Here's Bain. It's hauled in by Paul George.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Out to Morris. Outside, George. There's the try.
Boy, not only can Paul George get off the dribble drive, but you see the strength to absorb the contact and finish. Nice.
Here's Morant, and then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
It's George on the wing, guarded by Bain. That puts them in the lead. He's got 17. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Here's Morant. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical. And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Morris with the screen for George. The kick out to Wall. Over in the corner, Zubac. The 3 from Morris. It doesn't go for him. John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. That quarter had to take a lot of... Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Guys, John Morant has been sensational.
Oof, that first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Yeah, this guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
Williams is out there with Green. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then it's Jones. And it's Conchar in at the 2. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half.
How about that pass from Reggie Jackson? Right on the money, folks.
Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
Here's Batum. Again, Los Angeles.
Wow, what soft touch from Nick Batum. This guy has no trouble finishing in the painted area.
Jones, the pass to Williams. Jones against Jackson. Here's Williams. Rebounded by Jackson.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Kennard finds Powell. Back to Kennard. side, Jackson. Passes it to Powell. Puts it up from 17, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Jones, the pass to Conchar. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Jackson down low, defended by Jones. Kennard kicks to Powell. 2 free throws. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast.
The previous play is under review
In real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
Well, the athletic Norman Powell continues to grow as an offensive player. Boy, this guy has got huge upside on the offensive end.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Jones with it. Now Covington defending. Here's Williams, and Covington sends it back. Kennard against Green. Jackson dishes to Powell. From deep. A putback. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Memphis. It's a 3-point game. Conchar can't get it to go. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Jackson down low, working on Jones, Batum, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Brandon Clark.
This guy's so clever at getting defenders to fight. Nicholas Batum draws the contact.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Morant outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
The aggressive nature of Morant, taking initiative and daring the defense to get physical with him.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Both free throws good from Morant. Clippers leading by 3. Outside, Wall. Pass to Zubac. Outside for George. Swiped it away. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Back to Bain. Down low. And Adams with the slam.
Steven Adams is a formidable presence on the interior. Nice finish.
Wall looking for an opening with the drive. And Leonard has it in the corner. Outside, George. In the corner, it's Morris. Los Angeles with another miss.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
For the lead, kick out to Adams. Paul George with the steal. Zubac with it. He's picked up by Morant. Pass to Morris. From deep 3-point range. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Buries the long-range jumper.
John Wall has balanced that great driving ability with this, the ability to complement that with the 3-point shooting.
Here's Morant. Rebound by the Clippers. George has got his 5th rebound in this one. Leonard finds Wall. On the wing, Morris. And there's the pass to George. Over Bain. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. George has got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers. Now here's Morant for 3. And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Now a timeout called by Memphis. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. He said if we're going to pull this out, we have to do it as a team. We have to rely on one another, trust one another, and help one another. Let's go get this. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Taking a look at Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem form, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1. Brooks against Leonard. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Clippers leading by 4. Outside, George. Zubac, a screen on Bain. And George kicks to Morris. That ball's nice feed that time from George.
Well, you can tell that Mr. Morris doesn't lack for confidence. This guy is ready to shoot as soon as it touches his hands.
Here's Morant. And then jammed down as he goes right over. He beats the Zubac.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Here's Wall. George up top. Kicks it out to Leonard. It's George on the wing. Clock at 6. Passes it to Zubac. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Clippers lead by 7. Morant passes to Bain. Morant sets a screen for Bain. From outside, off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
George. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
Well, Paul George will work hard to get to his spots offensively. Right now, they can count on him to put the ball in the basket.
Here's Morant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Paul George.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Morant kicks to Bain. Shot from the top of the key. And they'll get another chance. Brooks, the pass to Adams. Payne for three. Kept alive.
Well, simply stated, Steven Adams is a force to be reckoned with rebounding the basketball.
Clippers leading by 10. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Leonard the pass to Morris. Outside for George. The three. Great D that time from Bane. On the wing, Jackson. Adams down low. Covered by Morris. Morant passes to Brooks. Those three-pointers off the mark. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Los Angeles.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Paul George.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
George with the screen on Brooks. Leonard kicks to George. Over Bane. Here's Leonard. Outside for George. And it's Desmond Bane with the foul.
Desmond Bane.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Leonard. So the Clippers with the win. A truly gutsy. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining.
matchup, RJ. These are two teams that can score with the best of them.
Yeah, each side are going to have their hands full on defense. Look, both sides need to bring the intensity to try and disrupt the offensive flow any way they can.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Brooks in at the 3. Now here's Gobert. 4 on the clock. Here's Towns. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That's on Steven Adams.
For a big, Towns is an effective free throw shooter. You really can't give him too many looks from the line.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
Outside Morant, fires from deep. It's blocked by Gobert.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower? Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Jackson down low, guarded by Russell, and he gets that one.
Big body cleaning the glass. Great awareness by Jackson Jr.
Russell against Morant. Pass to Prince, and stolen by Morant. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Kicks it out to Jackson. Lets it go from deep. The shot, no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. And Edwards slams it in.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Here's Morant. Brooks finds Bane. Off target from three-point range. Minnesota with the ball. Pass to Gobert. Here's Prince. Pure from three-point range.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Now here's Morant. Stolen by Russell. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Gobert with it. He's picked up by Adams.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Outside Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Back to Morant. Pass to Bane. Just 5 to shoot. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Oh, no good. The dry spell continues. Here's Prince. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Aggressive play by Towns on the glass. Recapturing possession so he can take it right back up.
The drive by Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Russell with the ball. Pass to Prince. From the arc. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Morant. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
Defenses have tried to figure out a way to stop Morant's drive, but his agility and strength ensures that he's always going to get a shot. No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
And stolen by Morant. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
Russell against Morant. Pass to Prince. Outside Russell. Back to Prince. Now Towns. Defended by Jackson. Now Russell. Block at 4. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort. Not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Morant, the pass to Adams. Pulls it from the top of the key. Morant, no good.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Russell, that's good.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Morant with a screen on Edwards. Stolen by Russell. In transition, here they come.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. Morant against Russell. Now here's Morant. Defense right on him. There's Jackson with the three. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. And out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
And so it's Minnesota now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end.
Please give a big round of applause for the Bucks.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Here's Adams. There's Jackson with the 3. Up again. It's good on the putback. Adams has got his first points of the game.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
Edwards, the pass to Russell. Back to Edwards. The ball's knocked loose. Pass to Towns. The kick out to Edwards. 6 to shoot. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And RJ, you took a part in a lot of playoff basketball. Compare the intensity of the regular season versus the postseason.
It's so different preparing for a regular season game than a postseason game. You have more experience. You understand what the other team is going to do. So the prep is that much more higher, but you also have to execute at an entirely different level.
Now here's Jackson. Up top, Bain, guarded by Edwards. Morant, no good. And here's Minnesota now. Down low. Towns against Jackson. Outside for Russell. From behind the arc. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Russell's got 5 points.
A volume three-point shooter. The coaching staff encourages Russell to fire away.
Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
Ha, it doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
And then Morant with the dunk.
What an athletic play by Morant. He is just, it's ridiculous. Grabs the ball, sprints to the finish on the fast break, all on his own.
Now here's Russell. He's got 5. Pass to Towns. Shoots over Jackson. They get it back.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Outside Morant. Towns against Jackson. The whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Here's Morant. Yep, count it. Morant's got 6 points in the quarter.
Working through the lane, Morant, he's got such a great change of speed to keep the defense off.
Russell to pass to Edwards. Here's Brent. Launches it. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Pass to Bane. Morant with a screen on Edwards. And he lobs it up top. And then Morant with the dunk.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Towns with the ball. Left side, Russell. Oh, stolen by Morant. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The NBA last season celebrated its 75th anniversary and announced the 75 greatest players in NBA history, gathering the living greats during the All-Star break. A lot of history, but Commissioner Silver said we're a pretty young league when you think about it. Brian, I guess it's all relative.
Yeah, indeed. Thanks for that, Allie.
And man, does Morant pull a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Shooting from Memphis.
1:05 left in the second period. And here's Russell. 5 points in the game. Pass to Prince. Outside for Russell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Towns for 3. Oh, stolen by Morant. And he lobs it up to the rim. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
If anybody has questioned why John Morant went second overall in 2019, it's his ability to move the ball and create hoops for not only himself, but others.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Prince. The 3 is up. Adams grabs the miss. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Morant with it. Towns covering. Bane pass to Jackson. Now Morant. Clock at 6. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Morant's got 13 points in this quarter.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths.
And so it's Minnesota closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. Back after.
For the Jabberwockies.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. They've got John Conchar. Also Tyus Jones out there. Green out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Williams in at the power forward position. Pass to Noel. Here's Rivers, defended by Jones. Now here's Reed. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Reed's got his first bucket in this one.
Great recognition of the mismatch, abusing the smaller defender, poor guy.
Here's Conchar. Pass to Clark. Now Williams. Back to Clark. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Nas Reed.
No debate there. He got hammered.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Minnesota in the lead. About a minute played here in the second half. Pass to McDaniels. And here's Anderson. Jacks up a 3 and stolen by Clark. Here's the break. And Williams punches it home.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. The drive by Rivers. Kicks it out to Anderson. McDaniels passes to Anderson. Back to Daniels. 5 on the clock. Grizzlies with the rebound. Left side Jones. Pass to Williams. Here's Conchar. No good on the three.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Rivers. Outside McDaniels. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Memphis trailing here. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Brandon Clark. That's his first foul of the game.
17 foul.
Second half of play here. We're just under 2.5 minutes past. McDaniels passes to Reed. Here's Rivers, defended by Jones. Takes a three. He buries it from three. Rivers has got his first 3 points of the game.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
Here's Conchar. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
McDaniels finds Anderson.
2 minutes.
Pass to Rivers. Kicks it out to Anderson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And he makes it. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Back to Jones. From deep. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. A minute 15 left in the third quarter. Here's Rivers. Misses the baby hook. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Conchar. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Pass to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. 29 seconds left in the third quarter. Now here's Green. The kick out to Williams. Jones from outside. It doesn't go for him. Green for 3. It's rebounded by Rivers.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And so it's Minnesota ending the quarter up 10, appearing in control. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big man in the league today than we've ever seen.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Russell finds Edwards. 6 on the shot clock.
I like Morant's workmanlike approach on D. He finds good matchups and makes an impact.
Jackson, the pass to Bane. Back to Jackson. Now Morant. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
He's He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
Outside Russell. Pass to Edwards. Driving in. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
And here's Adams. And stolen by Gobert. And they're pushing it up. Edwards for three. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. And the Grizzlies shooting 47% in this one. Looking efficient. Morant with the slam!
Oh, he's got some hop. Morant, this man loves to attack the rim whenever he gets the chance. And when I mean any chance, I mean any chance.
Pass to Prince. Downs with the ball. The kick out to Edwards. Over Bain. Shot is good by Edwards. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Moran against Russell. Jackson outside. It counts, and the foul. That one on Russell.
And you can see the strength that Jackson has added to that huge frame. He is turning into a monster.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves. Minnesota's gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Russell attacking. Over to the wing. Towns for 3. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one.
Such an effective big man. Towns isn't just a post-up threat. He can hurt you off the catch.
Here's Morant. Three-pointer, Brooks. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Edwards. Back to Prince. Now here's Edwards. Brooks defending. The 3. And Edwards good for 3.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Edwards against Bain. Adams up top. Right side Bain. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Assisted.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
There's a minute 34 left in the game. Back to Russell. Pass to Edwards. Let's go with a 3. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
And they get it back. Adams, the pass to Brooks. Outside Morant. Tries again. And the Grizzlies get another bucket right there.
So flashy with the rock. Morant takes pleasure in slicing and dicing the D to pieces.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Timberwolves.
They had more assists and shot the ball more efficiently. Those things tend to go hand in hand.
And that's so true. Without a doubt, their ball movement was essential to winning this game.
And no question this was a team effort. But you have to love how big a night this was for Anthony Edwards.
I think people could learn a lot from how versatile he was in this one. Whatever the situation was, he found a way to be a difference maker.
Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Bain, no good. Now here's Gobert. Out left to the wing. And a deep 3 from Russell. From beyond the arc and then some. And the Timberwolves lead by 13. Now Morant. That shot off the mark. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it to
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. Hey, Brent, tonight we got a terrific matchup in the backcourt. Let's rewind here a little bit, go back to when you played. Who are some of the guards you really enjoyed playing against?
What if I start with the list of the guys, Kevin, I didn't enjoy playing against? If I named Allen Iverson, Mitch Richmond, and of course, Michael Jordan. Not the funnest nights at work, if you get my drift, but I did love playing one John Barry.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward. And there it is for him.
D'Lo at that size has great court vision and a great pass.
Russell against Wall. And the wide open shot from Morris. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Russell against Wall. Out to Russell. 6 to shoot. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Passes it to Towns. And then Karl Anthony Towns with the jam.
And you see Big Cat that has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
The pass to George. And George with the stuff.
Extra on that one, fellas. Nobody's stopping that.
When he comes in there with that tomahawk, that's just too much force. Now, here is Russell. Towns kicks to Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. And a miss there on the triple. Clippers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Leonard the pass to Morris. Zubac's with it. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. On the wing, Morris. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Ball to the Timberwolves.
Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Russell looking around. Kicks it out to Prince. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
How about Taurean Prince getting up there and slamming it down?
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Wall passes to Zubac. Nobody near Leonard. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Now, here is Russell. Towns wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Towns has got 5.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's George. He's got 5. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Dishes it to Towns. It's Prince on the wing. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Ball against Russell. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Zubac, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Towns finds Russell. Back to Towns. Oh, and the jam by Towns.
Yeah, an incredible offensive force. Towns showing that strength and touch off. This guy can do it all.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the contest. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 1. Wall dishes to Morris. Outside, George. And the layup's good off the glass. 7 points in the game.
The defense is pretty close to Paul George, but not close enough as he powers right past him.
Edwards passes to Gobert. Out to Russell. Fires the three. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
George sets a screen for Wall. Pass to George. Out to Morris. All with it. Russell's there. Outside, George. Outside, Wall. That will count. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns per minute. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Timberwolves, what do you guys think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the one. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Good on the second free throw. Brent, how has size now affected the way the game is played?
Well, if I could just take a detour, Kevin, I would tell you it's skill that has affected the way the game is played. I mean, this has always been a tall man's game, and usually it's been dominated by the biggest guys, but that's not the case anymore. So you look at 6'4", the 6'7" guys who are skilled to shoot, pass, and dribble. That's what every team is looking for, and that's the way the modern NBA team, especially a championship caliber team, is made.
Los Angeles has gotten off 4 shots from three-point range tonight and buried every one of them. And here's Leonard from 3. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Prince kicks to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
Russell against Wall. Leonard on the wing. Pass to Morris. Back to Leonard. And there's the drive. It's not going to go for him. Prince with the defensive effort. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Now here's Prince. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Towns, no luck. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Wall finds Morris. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's some physical defense against Morris, who attacks with one of his many moves. And we'll just see what he does here at the line.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Now Russell. Outside Edwards. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists in the game. All taking his time here. Gobert with the block. Towns against Leonard. Towns, the pass to Prince. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
To the inside. And finished off by Leonard.
And despite despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
It's the Timberwolves now. The Clippers getting the bucket. 6 on the shot clock. Edwards inside, defended by George. Edwards can't hit.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Great dribble move there. Kawhi using refined ball handling skills to get wherever he needs to on the floor.
124 left to play here in the half. Here's Edwards. Kicks it out to Prince. Russell passes to Towns. Second chance shot. Here's Gobert. It's hauled in by George.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Out to Morris from the arc. And that one is off. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Prince in the corner. Offline with his 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Here's Leonard. Passes to Zubac. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Edwards, that's good.
It's so good off the bounce. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
Edwards against George. Driving in. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Edwards. Towns kicks to Prince. It's stolen by Morris. The shot, no good. And a close game so far. Thank you, David. We'll be back after.
Your Clippers, 22. The Timberwolves, 25.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Naz Reid out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's McDaniels, and it's Rivers, and it's Noel in its shooting guard. Now here's Powell. Kennard kicks to Covington. Just 5 to shoot. Puts it up from 17. Rebound, Minnesota. McDaniels up top. Kennard covering. Noel passes to Anderson. Rivers, offensive rebound.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the Tippers.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Now here's Jackson. That's tipped. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's McDaniels. Noel passes to McDaniels. To the middle. Covington with the steal. Kennard with the ball. Working on McDaniels. Back to Powell. Kennard with 3. That one doesn't drop. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Now we know Kennard can shoot, but Brent, he has moved up a level.
Well, Luke Kennard ended the season with the highest three-point percentage in the league, right around 45%. But there is more to his game. If you overplay him, he can drive it. He's a better playmaker than you might imagine. Makes him a really tough matchup.
Here's McDaniels following the basket by Nicholas Batum. Here's Noel. Guarded by Powell. Shot clock at 6. Top of the key. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Ball to the Timberwolves.
Anderson finds McDaniels. The kick out to Anderson. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
Anderson that time shooting without any hesitation. Slow-mo getting one off.
There's the pass to Kennard. Back to Jackson. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Stolen by Reed. Fast break. Here they come. McDaniels passes to Reed. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
What time it is? Let's have some applause for your Clippers.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Reed kicks to Anderson. Pass to McDaniels. Clock is at 3. Uses the glass to finish the lane. McDaniels got the lead up to 7 now for Minnesota.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
Here's Jackson. Feeds it to Batum.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
It's his first trip to the line.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And both free throws good for Nicholas Batum.
Well, Batum just brings a lot of experience and helps this team remain confident that he's going to make the right play and make the subtle contributions to put you in a place to win.
Anderson passes to Rivers. Pass to Noel. Launches it. And it's rebounded by Covington. Clippers trail by 5. Pass to Batum. Stolen by Anderson. Reed kicks to Rivers. Inside. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kennard. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the third. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his second foul of the game. Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Here's Edwards. And he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Here's Wall. Gobert with the block. Oh, Russell in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And then that massive trade to L.A., the Thunder got SGA and a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
Now here's Edwards. 7 points in the game. 4 on the shot clock. Prince outside. Out to Russell. Over Wall. That one wide left. To the middle. Here's Morris. Misses from short range. And so it's Minnesota heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with a tremendous setup.
Passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Now here's Edwards. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Towns kicks to Edwards. Russell left side. It's stolen by Wall. Here's George.
Paul George dunk contest? Maybe a little bit. I love to see him get up.
Russell against Wall. The pass to Towns. Russell kicks to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Russell against Wall. Kicks it out to Leonard. Here's George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
Their attacking of the offensive glass has also been a success story. All game long, they've been committed to finding those second chance opportunities.
Now, here is Russell. Kicks it out to Prince. 5 on the clock. Here's Towns. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And the one thing about Moore, he doesn't scare you from beyond the arc, but you still have to account for him.
And here's Russell following Marcus Morris's 3. Russell passes to Edwards. The kick out to Towns. Outside Russell. Outside Edwards. From deep. It's hauled in by Zubac. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. George with no one around. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got 9 points here in the second half. Now, here is Russell. Outside Edwards. Here's Gobert, and finished off by Gobert.
It's Gobert showing some guts on that one. With that length, a good bet to get off a good look in that crucial moment.
Wall finds Leonard. The kick out to Wall. George up top. And Wall gets it to go in on the assist by George. And the Clippers lead by 1.
And this is why Coach trusts Wall in these situations. He has a knack for making the right play at the right time.
Now, here is Russell. .144 left in the fourth quarter. The Timberwolves working the ball around. Edwards kicks to Towns. Launches a 3. They get it again. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Now here's Leonard. Morris inside. Towns on him. Leonard looking over the floor. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
That one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. It's a 1-point game. Out to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on George. And here's Edwards from the arc. That's not going to go. He's 4 for 10. George passes to Leonard. It drops.
That is world class.
I've seen that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Russell against Wall. For 3, Edwards. Prince kicks to Edwards. And then jammed down as he goes right over. He beats Zubac.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Zubac a screen on Edwards. Outside for George. Here's Leonard. Pass to Zubac. No good.
And now the go-to guy in these situations. Leonard can handle that kind of pressure in the big moment as well as anyone.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. So it's the Clipper. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.